All right, quiz 12 study guide. Quiz 12 study guide. Let's see here. Range of possible values for x. The diagram is not to scale. All right, I'm starting with the short answer. I'm starting on the short answer side. So here's what we got. We got this picture going on. We got side AB that's congruent to side BC. We got an angle up in here that's 2x, and we got another angle next to it that's 32 degrees. Across from those angles, across from the 2x, we got a 22, and across from the 32, we got a 30. And we're finding the range of values. So this is the stuff we did yesterday. So across from the 2x, you got a 22, and across from the 32, you got a 30. All right. So your 2x has got to be less than the 32. The 2x has to be less than the 32. It's across from a shorter side. But since you're finding a range of values, the 2x has to be greater than something, and it's got to be greater than 0. So if you take this compound inequality and you divide everything by 2, you get 0 is less than x, which is less than 16. There's your range. Problem number 2 is very similar. All right. And in problem number 2, we got same picture. AB again is congruent to BC. This line down the middle divides the two triangles, so it's the same in both triangles. And now we got a 4x plus 8 that's across from a 32. We got a 36 that's across from a 20. So now the 4x plus 8 is across from something that's bigger than the 36 is across from the 20. So your 4x plus 8, in this case, all right, is going to be greater than the 36. All right, but it has to be less than something. And since it's one angle in a triangle, it's got to be less than 180. So there's your setup. You subtract 8 from the middle, the right, and the left. So we get 28 is less than 4x, which is less than 172. And then divide everything by 4. So we get 7 is less than x, which is less than maybe 43. 43. There's your range of values. Problem number 3. Two sides of a triangle have lengths of 10 and 17. What must be true about the length of the third side? Here's what needs to be true about the length of the third side. Remember, we said that you're going to take the 10 plus the 17, and that equals 27. And then you're going to take the 17 minus the 10, and that equals 7. So 7 is less than x, which is less than 27. There's the range of values for the third side. Third side has to be greater than 7 and less than 27. Greater than 7, less than 27. All right, and then number 4 is one more range of values problem. You've got your 10x that's across from an 18. You got your 8x plus 20 that's across from a 14. All right, so your 8x plus 20 has got to be less than your 10x. Now, when you have variables on either or both sides of this inequality, you've got to write two equations, okay? This 8x plus 20 has got to be less than 10x. And the 10x has to be less than 180. So here we go. We subtract 8x from each side right here. 20 has to be less than 2x. And we divide both sides by 2. And we got 10 less than x. Now this inequality on the right would divide both sides by 10. And x has to be less than 18. So now you can combine these two inequalities, and you can say that 10 is going to be less than x, which is less than 18. All right, then we're doing the other side now, the multiple choice side. You got 6 problems over there. So problem number 1 on the multiple choice side. Two sides of a triangle have lengths of 5 and 15. What expression describes the length of the third side? All right, so the work is to add these two numbers. We got 5 plus 15, that's equal to 20. And then we're going to subtract the two side lengths. So 15 minus 5, that's equal to 10. So we got 10 is less than x, which is less than 20. Okay? But now, if you look at answer choices B and C, when it says at least 10, that includes the 10. Okay? If it says at least 10, that includes the 10. If it says at most 20, all right, so at least and at most include the number. That's where you got to be careful here. So at least, that would be like less than or equal to. At most would be like greater than or equal to. We don't want either of those. All right, it can't be or equal to. So be careful of that. So look at answer D. You got greater than 10 and less than 20. Greater than 10, less than 20. That's what we got. That's answer choice D. Just be careful when you're reading those. Be careful on number 2. Which 3 lengths cannot be the lengths of the side of a triangle? Answer choice A. We got 14, 10, and 11. 14, 10, and 11. So you take the two smaller sides, you add them and subtract them. So we take 10 plus 11, that equals 21. And then we take 11 minus 10, and that equals 1. And this third side is between the 1 and the 21. So that can be a triangle. So then you try answer choice B, 23, 15, and 10. And you take your 10 plus your 15, and that equals 25. And you take your 15 minus your 10, and that equals 5. And 23 is between 5 and 25. So that can be a triangle. Then you try answer choice C, 5, 7, and 8. And then you take the two smallest sides, 5 plus 7, that's equal to 12. 7 minus 5 equals 2. 8 is between 2 and 12, so that will make a triangle. So now you're left with answer choice D. I'm just going to check it anyway. You got a 22, an 8, and a 10. When you add the 8 and the 10, you get 8 plus 10, that's equal to 18. Well, 22 is bigger than 18, so that's not going to work. Those are the lengths that cannot be a triangle. So it's answer D. That was number what? That was number 2 on the multiple choice side. What? I'm gonna post it. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna post all of this. Number 1, the answer was D. The greater than 10 and less than 20. All right, number 3. We got 2 triangles here. We got AB. That's congruent to BC. We got the measure of angle D. DBC is 68. What is the relationship between AD and CD? Okay. If this angle is 68 degrees, what we've got here is we've got the triangle on the left, triangle on the right. They both share this side, DB. All right, so you got 2 triangles with 2 congruent sides. What you're missing is this angle here, this angle ABD. So if you take 180 and you subtract 68, it gives you this other angle. That's 112. So this angle is 112 degrees. We're comparing sides AD to side CD. Isn't AD going to be greater than CD? It's across from a larger angle. So looking at your multiple choices, AD is greater than CD. That's answer A. Number 4. 2 sides of a triangle have lengths of 8 and 16. Which inequalities represent the possible lengths for the third side? 8 plus 16 equals 24. 16 minus 8 equals 8. So 8 is less than x, which is less than 24. There's your range of values. That looks like it's going to be answer A. Problem number 5. Folding chair can be set at different positions that change the angle formed by its parts as angle 1 increases. So let's see if we can get an idea what's going on here. All right, so we got that going on. Here. All right, here's angle 1. As angle 1 increases, how does the relationship change between the back of the chair and the front leg of the chair? All right, here's the back of the chair, right here. Here's the front leg of the chair. They're talking about angle 1 getting bigger. As angle 1 increases, as this angle, if I get my pen, gets bigger. Can you guys picture it? Looking at a lawn chair from the side. If that angle gets bigger, if I ever get a pen back, what's going to happen in the back of the chair? Anybody got any ideas? Back of the chair is going to get flatter. Oh, man. All right. And as this angle 1 gets bigger, what happens to this? This would have to go down, right? This would have to come down. What would that do to the front leg? Good. It would come down as well. So you got to match that up to one of your answers. As measure 1 increases, the distance between the back of the chair and the front leg of the chair remains constant. Between the back of the chair and the front leg of the chair remains constant. I think it's going to change. As the measure of 1 increases, the distance between the back of the chair and the front leg of the chair increases. Yeah, because look, if this comes down, this has to go up. All right, so they're going to get further apart as this thing flattens out. All right, so we got B. All right, and then finally number 6 on that short answer side. I'm sorry, multiple choice side. Which 3 lengths could be the lengths of the sides of a triangle? You got a 10. A is 10, 15, 23. Some of you are probably getting faster at this now. So you got a 10 plus a 15. That equals 25. You got a 10. You've got a 15 minus 10. That equals a 5. So this would work. Answer choice B. You got a 6, 24, and 12. 6, 24, 12. Which 3 lengths could be the lengths? All right, so answer A could be the lengths. Let's check answer B real quick. 6 plus 12. That's equal to 18. And 12 minus 6. That's equal to 6. So this 24 is too big. So this wouldn't work. All right, so answer choice A works. And there's not an answer. You know, here's why you got to scan through all these answers. You may have answer choice C, which was 13, 5, and 18. 13, 5, and 18. The 13 plus the 5 equals the 18. All right, so 18 wouldn't work. But you have to make sure there's not another answer choice down here that says something like A and C. All right. So if your first answer works, before you pick it, just scan all the other answers and make sure that one of your answer choices doesn't allow you to pick 2 different answers. Got it? Any questions from that study guide? All right.